As we all know, sharing a house with the person you're working for and their family has the potential to create some awkward moments. Most of the time, these can be avoided completely, and so we are here to give you the scoop on how to handle some scratchy sweater situations. Here's your ultimate guide to turning those grey areas into some a little more black and white. First up, let's talk about food, grocery shopping. Who pays when and for what? The family provides meals, and there should always be something available for you to eat. This includes over weekends, but if you're out and about, you're expected to arrange your own meals. You should always discuss alternative arrangements with your host family. If you're not home, they shouldn't have to cook for you. Also discuss whether or not you're allowed to buy things for yourself when you do grocery shopping for the family and how much you're allowed to spend. This differs from family to family, but au pairs are mostly expected to buy their own snacks. As an au pair, it is sometimes difficult to navigate what exactly fits into your job description and what should be someone else's responsibility. By now, I'm sure you're aware that light housework forms a large part of looking after children. This includes doing dishes, making dinner, doing washing and ironing, and often cleaning up after the children. You are and should not be the sole cleaner of the house or be expected to do deep cleaning. Pet sitting is not really what you signed up for, but if it's in moderation, it can't hurt to spend some time with your furry friends. Mowing the lawn or gardening is not really an au pair task, but taking time to be in nature is always a good idea. It's an even better idea to get the children involved. This can be great fun. You're staying with a family, people with different opinions and perspectives. As in any other family, it's quite normal for your host family to have disagreements or conflict. This shouldn't concern you and definitely shouldn't become a burden to you. To keep your position in the family safe, you should always stay neutral during any conflict. Under no circumstances should you get involved. Treat all family members with respect, and by not sharing confidential matters with others, you are also respecting the family's privacy. If you feel that you're becoming uncomfortable or that the conflict is too much to handle, it is always a good idea to speak to your agent. Did you hear the glass shattering? Did you see how the white towels turned pink when you washed them? Oh, oops, you broke the seat of your bicycle? What do you do next? Like Hannah Montana said, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. You're bound to break a glass at some point, and that's okay. It's how you handle it that makes a difference. No matter how bad you feel, tell your host parents as soon as you can. Apologize, and then move on. It's really not the end of the world. Do you want to know what else isn't the end of the world? Asking for your 2-week holiday. Once you've thought long and hard about where you want to spend your sunny days, it's time to have a chat with your host parents. Since your host parents live in Europe, they might have some helpful advice for you when it comes to traveling. Don't be scared to ask them. Discuss how long you would like to take off and when it would suit both them and you. Keep your host family in the loop about your plans. Most of the time, they are genuinely interested in your holiday plans and want to join in on the excitement. For your own safety, it is a good idea to give them basic information about your trip and where you are going. The summer holiday is the most popular time to travel. This means that your host family might also be jet-setting to a warmer place to relax. They may or may not ask you to join them. If they are going away just as a family and you are left to stay behind, there are a few things to consider. If you're staying to look after pets, this should be included in your total working hours for the week. This is not considered holiday for you, and the family should make sure that you have access to groceries while they are away. Many times you are not asked to work during this time, and so it would be wise to take your vacation during this time too. It will save the family a lot of hassle, especially once school holidays are over. Speaking of a hassle, has your relationship with your host family become strained and uncomfortable to the point where you feel you are no longer happy? Does the family have different expectations to what you can provide? If all else fails, we can try to find you a new family. It is important to be extremely sure that there is no chance of restoration with the family before you make this big decision. Lisa, as well as your agent, can walk you through this. If you decide you want to try a new family, you will live at Lisa's house in Katwijk while we try to find you a new match. You will have to do a lot of reading up on families and meeting up with them so that both you and them can be sure that the right choice is being made. The time you spend searching for a new family should be used for reflection and preparation for a new experience. This time period is unpaid. You do not have many responsibilities throughout this period, so it is very important to use this recharging time to its full capacity. Go meet new people, bond with those around you, and explore a new town before getting back into your daily routine as a working au pair with your happily ever after. Here is a list of frequently asked questions along with a detailed answer for each of them. Most of these have already been answered in the guide, but if you feel you want a more detailed answer, please pause the video to read the description. If ever you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Remember, communication is key, no matter the circumstance.